Eerie scenes as somebody dressed as the Grim Reaper walks by during the king's coronation today. I want you to know these things ain't coincidence, either a subliminal message or a heads up for what's to come. It reminds me of when Takeoff was stood next to a Grim Reaper in a music video and the next day he passed. Remember, the Grim Reaper kills and collects souls. That was on Halloween night, and Quavo dressed as Ghost Rider, the demon that makes deals with the devil for human souls, indicating an upcoming sacrifice. You'll find that video I made pinned on my page. One of my best videos to date. Another example of things happening in the mainstream but were really done for a purpose is when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife's alopecia. What we missed is that Pfizer was the sponsor for the Oscars that night and were in the works for their new alopecia drug. Do you see how it works? Or when the royal family posted this photo on their Instagram and the next day the queen passed. These are all subliminals they send out. People said I was reaching in my video on the queen sacrifice for bringing up numbers and the eclipse rituals. Well, what are the chances of this then? The coronation was 6 months, 6 weeks, and 6 days after the queen's funeral, and it was on the same day as the first lunar eclipse of 2023. If it's a reach or fake, then how can I prove its significance on literally the next big royal event again? People need to open their eyes. These people are occultists that do moon rituals as they believe it gives them energy, and they're obsessed with numerology. We don't use it, but they do. So it seems to be that the Grim Reaper was there to honor the queen's sacrifice, or signify a future sacrifice. It's not just there for no reason. Like, do you really think some random person slipped through the cracks and pulled up in a Grim Reaper costume? Anything broadcasted on a large scale like this is well orchestrated. Why would any of this surprise us though? Anything mainstream is run by the same satanic people. Just look at the 2012 Olympics and the 2022 Commonwealth Games opening ceremonies. What does that even have to do with sports? There are videos breaking down the deep cultic meanings of these ceremonies that I suggest you look up. Someone on my Patreon questioned me on gematria, which I respect. I gave a brief explanation on it also. If you're confused on it too, then pause to read. Honestly, there are a ton more examples I could pull up, but I wanted to make this short and quick. We will soon find out why this occurred at the coronation, and we will soon see there are no coincidences.